It's Friday. What's up, everybody? It's Master Football here. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So we continue on with our obscure prospect series. However, before we do that, please, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Again, even if you don't like the content, like it in the comments. Tell me it sucks. I'll adjust it from there, but I need that YouTube algorithm. Okay? Small channel, trying to grow. Let me know what you think. So we've been continuing our obscure prospect. I almost said candidate. Again, human resources. I do whatever. We're continuing on. So, obscure prospect. Who do we got? So we've done a couple people. We've done Taron Jackson, edge play. We've done Larry Bourne. We've done Riley Cole, a linebacker. I actually want to go back to the defensive line. So we've done edge rusher. We've done linebacker. I'll go back to the offense eventually. Next week, I'll probably go back to the offense. However, there's a guy. My brother told me about this guy. He was like, you got to look at this guy. He's interior. We don't really know what he is, and this will be foreshadowing into him in the future. But defensive lineman, Louisiana Tech, Milton Williams. Let's get after it. So we come to his 247 account. This is Milton Williams' high school account. Again, signed 2/1/2017. Two-star athlete from Crowley, Texas, 6'4", 230. Again, foreshadowing, that number's going to change. We got a couple offers here. Louisiana Tech, New Mexico, Stephen F. Austin, Tulsa. Strong side defensive end. Looks like he's not very heralded. And again, 6'4", 230. That number is going to change. This is what he looks like now. Milton Williams. So, big boy. 6'4", I believe. 6'4", 278. Definitely put on, what is that? 48 pounds, almost 50 pounds. Damn. Definitely a big boy. So we saw strong side defensive end at the beginning. Outside defensive end. However, now he's kind of a tweener, and we're going to see that in a couple of things here we show you. We look at his senior year stats: 42 solo, 42 tackles, 20 solo, 4.5 sacks, 1 fumble recovered. You'll see here that he's definitely an explosive player. This was the only film I could find on him at all. I'm sure there's some out there. I had to check a couple La Tech games to see if he actually was on there. See, he would flash. You'd see 97 every once in a while, but the problem was La Tech didn't have the greatest season. They did go to a bowl game. I think they were 5-4, and they got crushed in their bowl game, so they finished 5-5. It's whatever, but I do think you'll be able to see him up here at the top of the screen and see how he plays. Right defensive end on the outside. Gonna come up the field, swim move inside, real good burst, 2-yard gain. Again, look at that. That's a pressure right there. That's really valuable to people to come up the field like that. And again, 278. He's a big boy. That's really, really good quickness and agility for somebody who's 278, but you have to remember he comes from a body that's 230, so he's a little more flexible, a little more movable, but he put on that weight, but now he can move like that. So he's got the movement skills of somebody who's smaller, but the size of somebody who's a little bit bigger. So you'll see that in his rating here that there's a couple things you want to pay attention to. First of all, the fact that he's 6'4", 278. The more you know about NFL defensive linemen, that's kind of in the middle of a couple things here. So you're not sure if he's an outside defensive end or if he's interior pass rusher or interior defensive lineman. Again, you'd have to be, he's kind of a tweener, but when we read his Pro Football Focus breakdown, again, first of all, he exploding into contact. He is a wrecking ball. Okay, you get out of his way. He's strong. He's fast. He's agile. He's a force of nature. Solid build. Very lean from a defensive tackle perspective. He was way too strong for a Conference USA lineman. He just threw them around. So he has a couple pass rush moves to use, and he actually uses a Euro step to set up guard. So that's a polished technique going into the NFL. A lot of guys in the NFL, they're just big, strong, fast. I'll push you over. This guy right here, big, strong, and fast. Maybe not as big as you necessarily would want, but definitely has some technique to go with him too. Big issue with him, though, is he is technically, if the interior, he's a little undersized, and if he's an outside pass rusher, he's probably going to be a little, doesn't have the twitch that you're looking for. So he's a little bit in between things right here. Again, where do I think he would fit? I'm not 100% sure. He also, 1 year wonder, it really was like a 1.5 year. It said that the last 5 games of his junior year, he killed it. And again, when he played, the only quality line he went up against was BYU, and they really held him in check in that game. This guy is somewhere in the middle. He's super fast, super strong, super agile, but maybe doesn't have the girth that you want to be for an interior defensive lineman, but might not be as fast as you want to be on the exterior. There's a couple options for him. A strong side defensive end, 6'4", 280. He might not have the twitch of like a Dwight Freeney. He's not in that mold. He's more of a bigger guy, but he doesn't have the size of a standard issue defensive tackle. I do have a couple comparisons here for you that I think we want to go over. My pro comparison to him, again, freak of nature, very athletic, good moves, high motor, maybe a little undersized. I see Ed Oliver. Now, Ed Oliver's size, he's a little bit heavier, but he was only 6'1", and I think that was even a little bit, it was even questionable there too. I think that the size though is a little bit different there. Ed Oliver, up the field penetrator, that's what this guy's going to be. I feel like either interior upfield penetrator, possibly a 3-4 defensive end, be able to a 5 technique, maybe not, I don't know, but I do know that this guy right here has a ultimate what you would call a boom or bust prospect. He's either going to come in and continue his rapid ascension, or he's just going to be like, you know what, he had a hot year. He's kind of in between positions. We don't really know what to do with him. Again, I would say good luck to Milton. The problem, though, with Milton is the same thing with Riley Cole. Riley Cole we talked about last week. Riley Cole he's a safety hybrid linebacker almost, but not a true slot corner. So you'd have to have a defense that already has him accounted for, or a position like him to put on the field. You wouldn't want to build around somebody who's going to be a 6th-round pick. This guy right here, I think that if you get him in the right system, you hear that a lot with these later round guys. If you get them in the right system, they can come through big. However, I just don't know if he's going to be put in the right system. If somebody asks him to be a nose tackle, it's probably not going to go very well. He's 278. He gets pushed around by BYU. Can't imagine what he's going to do if he plays against a whole bunch of big guards. But I think for him, possibly 3-5 technique on the outside for a 3-4 team, or he could just be a one-gap penetrator. Like, just get up the field, make plays, just get after it. Possible, like, cover 2 defensive tackle. Just get up the field, get up the field, get up the field. I think he'd be really, really successful at that. Good moves, good strength, good quickness. So, everyone, thank you so much. Remember, like, share, subscribe to the video. Please let me know what you think. And again, even if you don't like it, you know what to do. Hit that like button, hit the comment, say, I liked because I was trying to be nice to you, but you actually suck. I can work with that. More likes, appreciate it. So, everyone, have a good weekend. I'll talk to you guys soon.